Stay focused and energized using G Fuel. You can use the discount code OGXRAYZ to get 10% off your entire order. Yo, what's up? My name is XRAYZ and welcome back to another Call of Duty World War II video. Now, if you're watching this video, chances are you want to know if the Resistance DLC is worth it. Do you want to spend the money on this map pack or possibly the season pass? What exactly comes in this map pack? And individually, is it just worth the money? Are the maps fun? Is the new war map fun? And what about zombies? Is that good? Is it bad? I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my opinion on this DLC pack, from being able to fly out early to LA to play it early to now even having a ton more time of in-game time in multiplayer and in zombies. Just to give you guys a little bit of an idea, maybe you're more of a zombie oriented guy, or maybe I'm more of a multiplayer guy. Well, do I like the maps? Do I hate them? I'll let you guys all know in this video, where we go kind of in depth with each map and give you guys an overall review. If you guys do go on to enjoy this video and you found it informative and helpful, then obviously make sure you guys do support the video by dropping a like. It is very much appreciated. And if you are new to the channel, if this is the first video you're watching, I try to cover a variety of games on here, but mostly Call of Duty. That's usually my bread and butter. So if you enjoy content from that, then make sure you guys do subscribe and turn on notifications by hitting that little bell icon next to the subscribe button. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about these. Let's go map by map, talk about my overall score of them. Do I think it's a good, a bad map, an okay map? And let's go ahead and start off with the remake, Occupation, which we all know is a remake of Resistance from Modern Warfare 3. This is actually the second time that we've gotten a remake of Resistance from MW3, the last one being just last year for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. The map played very, very different in Infinite Warfare, as you might imagine, with the advanced movement, but back on here in Call of Duty World War II, it's back to boots on the ground. The flow is definitely back to close to what it was in MW3. It's definitely not as fast paced as it was in MW3, just because of the movement speed and stuff that we do have in Call of Duty World War II. But at the end of the day, it's a very nice boots on the ground experience to be back on this map with that. So I think it's a good remake. It does lose some of the shine and some of the polish because this is the second time, and specifically because we got it 2 years in a row, but it still doesn't take away from the fact that this map is just a good map. It has really good flow. It's a great map for a variety of modes, from domination to kill confirm to TDM to hardpoint. It's just a really fun overall map, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it's a good map. I would totally say that this is one that you definitely want to try. All right, so the second map is going to be Anthropoid. Now this is one that is kind of a toss-up. Personally, I really enjoy this map, but I know that a lot of people have not really enjoyed it as much as I have. It's definitely more of an open lane sniper friendly map. It's still very easy to get in there and have close quarter combat, you know, with an SMG, with a shotgun. Whether you're running around with the brand new Resistance division with a knife, you can also do that on this map, but it is definitely more open lanes. ARs and sniper rifles are going to have a very big advantage here. So at the end of the day, when you consider all of that, I think that this map is a fun map for if you're a sniper or an AR user. If you're not, then you're probably going to have a little bit of a harder time adjusting to it. Is it still a fun map? Yes. It's definitely a really big map. It's a pretty big map, but it's still a fun map. And I think that a lot of you guys, the majority, will agree that this is just a fun map that changes up the pace from what we've gotten before. It definitely is not Gustav Cannon, which is just like super open, super friendly to snipers, along with USS Texas. This one feels like a little bit more friendly to close quarter and medium range gunfights than those other two, so it's definitely a really fun map to switch it up and do sniping, or you can still do pretty well regardless of if you're using an SMG, an AR, a shotgun, or whatever. Good map in my opinion. All right, the third multiplayer map is going to be Valkyrie. Now this is actually a really fun map, and just recently we found out that it might have been inspired by the map Detroit from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It's got a similar layout, albeit a very different way of playing, because Advanced Warfare, as we all know, had advanced movement and a little bit more of a finicky system as well. It was a lot more twitchy than the ones we had recently with Infinite Warfare and Black Ops 3, but as we all know, Call of Duty World War II is a boots on the ground experience. So being able to play Detroit boots on the ground is almost like an incredible feeling in itself, but it's definitely different from Detroit. It plays very different. Similar, and now whenever I do play, I do see the similarities, but it's still a very fun map. This is actually my favorite of the 3 multiplayer maps. Probably one of my favorites just in Call of Duty World War II at the moment. It's just so much fun. The layout is really great, and it's a great map for any kind of play style, really. There is an open lane where you can snipe on both sides, but apart from that, it just plays really well. The flow is amazing on this map. I got to play a variety of game modes on here, and they all felt like they played incredibly well with no really big issues on respawn points and stuff like that. So it's my personal favorite map of the 3, and I would say definitely that alone makes this a pretty fun DLC pack because you already have 3 maps that I feel a lot of the community are enjoying, and personally I'm enjoying each one of these. So as far as those 3 multiplayer maps combined together, I would say that we got a really good offering. As for the war mode map, Operation Intercept, it's a brand new map, some few changes in here. We do have now a hostage situation where you go in, you rescue some hostages. I thought that was very unique, very different, and like a lot of people have noticed, this one multiplayer map for war mode, Operation Intercept, plays a lot faster than some of the other war mode maps. This one just plays incredibly faster. You spawn in closer to the enemy. It makes it a lot harder to defend, definitely, but not impossible. It's definitely one of those that is a totally different experience in the amount of action and speed that is going on. So if you're someone who enjoys war mode and you enjoy specifically a faster paced version of that, then this is going to be a map that is right up your alley. I personally love the hostage one, and I love the tank area towards the back. It just felt so good. It felt like you were constantly engaged, and it was very competitive. And to me, war mode has to be competitive to be fun, and having a fast-paced version of that on this map is amazing. So I'm really happy with that. So it's not the perfect map in my opinion. It doesn't appeal to every play style of war, but it's still definitely a very fun map. So with all of that being said, the 3 new maps, the 1 new war map that we got for multiplayer, I would say is a solid 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed this. I thought the multiplayer side was amazing. Now let's go ahead and talk about zombies, because I did enjoy that a lot, but I did see a lot of backlash and a lot of pushback from the community. So the biggest thing I saw, just regurgitated over and over, was this is just the final Reich with fog. And while I can agree that there is a lot of section that is bunker oriented and you don't really flash out the island as much as I thought it would, I was definitely a little bit disappointed by that. It doesn't change the fact that this map has a very fun Easter egg. It's a lot more easy to get started on. I'm not saying overall difficulty is easy, because even the first step of the main Easter egg on this map is incredibly difficult solo, and even with a team, it can get pretty ridiculous and crazy. And it's crazy that you can start the first step by like round 7 when you are vastly underprepared with weapons. Like you could go into this on round 7 and get destroyed. You could get slaughtered. But the build up to that is so easy. Turning on the power, easy. Riding the gondolas or the little railways down to open a pack-a-punch, easy. Building the wonder weapon was also incredibly easy. So I'm really happy that they made a lot of front-loading stuff here on the map. The experience for someone who wants to just jump in and play is definitely there. It's great. It's fast. You don't have a million things to do to get the wonder weapon, or a million annoying things to do to open a pack-a-punch. It's just really fun. It's super accessible, and they didn't even need to hold your hand through a casual Easter egg like they did on the final Reich. I also like the fact that this is a daylight map as opposed to a nighttime map. Good contrast. I can go to a nighttime map with the final Reich, or I can go to a morning/day one with the Darkest Shore. The Easter egg, the main Easter egg, was amazing. Their wonder weapon, fun to build, fun to upgrade. Kind of annoying to get the pack-a-punch version, but you know, that is kind of all, the whole point of that is to be able to complete the Easter egg with it, so I can kind of dismiss that to a side. But it's definitely a fun, replayable map for casual players. It has a fun Easter egg for hardcore players. Probably has a ton of other stuff that we have yet to find, because just today the main Easter egg was beaten. But it looks like, just in general, a lot of the hardcore zombies fans really enjoyed this map. So for the zombies, for this map specifically, I would actually give it around an 8.5 out of 10. It's not a 9 because I feel like they did kind of not flesh out the island as much as I wish they did. But that being said, it's a hell of an experience and a hell of a map for you guys to try. So now that we got pretty much the multiplayer and the zombie side out of the way, do I recommend you buy this map pack? And I would say 100% yes, this is a map pack you want to pick up. Whether you get it just the map pack itself, or whether you buy the season pass, Sledgehammer Games really came out running. They hit it with the boots running on this DLC pack, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of this DLC season. If all of their maps are going to be as good as the multiplayer maps, as good as the zombies map was, it just took it to that next level. There was plenty of maps in Call of Duty World War II that were okay. Some of the maps were just kind of annoying, like Gustav Cannon, USS Texas. They have their place, they have their purpose for certain play styles, and sure, I can have some fun on those long range maps, but the majority of the maps I would say were okay. They weren't terrible. But now with this DLC pack, we have 3 new maps that are incredibly fun. They're fresh, and they play more like regular Call of Duty maps to me. It doesn't really feel like we're in World War II anymore, albeit we're using those weapons. So it's a lot of fun. Definitely the 3 best maps, in my opinion, currently in Call of Duty World War II, along with the war mode, which is a lot of fun, and the zombies, which is, I believe, an even better experience for casual players than the final Reich was. If you play zombies, by all means, I recommend buying this DLC pack. If you're a multiplayer user, I would definitely recommend recommend this because you get 3 new maps that are a hell of a lot of fun. I would probably say it's a good map for anyone who is into Call of Duty. If you're a super casual player, doesn't really care, maybe this is not the DLC pack because you're probably just buying the game and trying that and you don't need to buy DLC. But if you're someone who enjoys Call of Duty, specifically zombies and multiplayer, and you want that extra step, that extra content to keep you coming back to play, then this is a great DLC pack to do it with because it's just overall fun. It's a fun DLC pack, and I think a lot of us were really hoping to get a fun DLC pack, myself included. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you guys drop a like on the video. It really is appreciated. And if you are new to the channel, first video you're watching, if you enjoyed the video and want to see even more Call of Duty World War II content, then make sure you guys do subscribe and turn on notifications by hitting that little bell icon next to the sub button. Let me know your thoughts on the new DLC pack if you bought it down in the comment section below, what you thought of each map, the war map, and then also the zombies map. Give me your overall score as well if you have tried it, or maybe just from what you've seen other YouTubers post. If you want to support the channel directly, you can do so by joining my sponsor squad. It's a great way for you guys to earn special perks like exclusive videos, early content, a special badge that shows up on all of my live streams and also all of my videos. So check that out if you guys want to, only if you are willing and able. It doesn't change what you get from not being a sponsor. Thank you guys so much for watching. Twitter, best place to talk, always on there. Check it out if you guys want to talk. And I also do have a gaming and second channel, links to those down below. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.